St. Helens. This is Farge. Farge then, good ball. Peyroux to the line and will score really if he gets the ball down. Cunningham punches the air. Referee says he's held up. We'll take the ball back 10 metres and we will be on the last tackle.
He showed up well in the back row. Dominic Peyroux.
Well, you don't always think it at the time, but sometimes there are match-winning moments inside the first 5 minutes. That could well be one here. Both these tries are going to score some points, but stopping tries is equally as important.
Tommy Lee was the dummy half. That was John Wilkin. That's Theo Farge wide to Percival. Briscoe gets to him quickly. Briscoe and Watkins deal with the threat. And over he goes on the sideline. This St. Helens defence has been tested so far, but has stood firm. Burrow again. He finds Ablett. Ablett will attack the line. Here now is Joel Moon. Moon will score. Moon will score. Those Rhinos posts. Pulled down by the big men. And Roby switches the attack. Finds Wilkin. Here's Farge. Great ball. Makinson. And Makinson. He can't get that ball down. He's held up.
There was just a little stutter, wasn't there, from Tommy Makinson?
Officials aren't sure. Officials aren't sure. They're going to give no try.
No try. Check grounding, please.
They had the numbers against St. Helens. They thought the best option was to pass the ball back inside. Didn't they do well, Leeds Rhinos, to defend this?
Phil Bentham's unsighted on this one, which is why he sent it upstairs. Is there any evidence that that ball's on the ground? We have to see evidence of the ball being on the ground for the try to be given. Certainly from that side, we can't see anything. What does this side show us? It certainly looks like there's a lot of arms around.
Sometimes we want the game to move on. We've obviously got to get the right decision, but come on, let's keep the game flowing.
There's one here on the opening weekend against Huddersfield. Leeds lost to the Warrington Wolves, and then they went on a poor run. They lost 8 of their first 10. They were stuck at the foot of the table. They don't want to start like that this year. And St. Helens, although they got off to a winning start in Super League, they struggled for a couple of weeks after that. This now is James Roby, and he almost snakes out the arm. Again, Golding in there very quickly to stop that. A dive for the line. I don't think it's down. I don't think that's down.
I think it is.
I think it's short.
Time off.
That would have been the third involvement of the substitute, Alex Walmsley. A big carry, and then he backed that up with another carry and an offload. Tries to get as low as he can for St. Helens' first try.
Stewie having a busy night. Another no-try decision on the field from Phil Bentham.
Well, very similar to the one we saw just before half-time. Again, does he ground that ball over the line? My first initial look, I thought he grounded it short and then was carried up. And I think that's Phil Bentham's view as well. He's given no try on the field. It's short there, and then it's lifted up. Now low.
Well, I think we'll find that this is denied. It is.
Years as well.
20 years of age in the side because Matty Smith has got a broken leg. And there he is again on the ball. Nice little dummy, changes direction, straightens it up then. Needed a good tackle, and the tackle from Parcell and Ablett was good. Wilkin helps it on to Theo Farge! Theo Farge scores! Just reward for Theo Farge. He's had a magnificent match so far. 42.5 minutes gone. Saints are level, courtesy of the French international. 18 appearances last year. His first at St. Helens. 2017 expected to be a breakthrough year for him. 2 tries against Leeds here last April in the big scoring win, 38-34, and he's dragged St. Helens level at the start of the second half.
Well, beautiful work from the half-backs from St. Helens. Richardson kicks the ball, he chases. We talked about the defensive efforts that Theo Farge has had to come up with. Well, his half-back partner, he's made 12 tackles in the opening half. And when Theo Farge sees a sliding defensive line in front of him, Kieran Cunningham punches the air.
Needs it away. Last tackle coming up. No penalties will be the call from Kieran Cunningham. Here is Burrow. Burrow spreads it and finds Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe then to Watkins. Watkins gives it then to Briscoe. And Briscoe has to come back inside. Shrugs away from Roby first time. Gets the ball away to Sutcliffe. Long booming pass from Sutcliffe. Out wide it goes. Brilliantly passed on by Singleton to Joel Moon. And Joel Moon flicks it back to Ryan Hall. Singleton to Hall. Is this another big moment at the home of St. Helens? This now is Briscoe and Theo Farge once again.
You know, Leeds are going to get possession before that clock hits 80.
Amor will surely hang on, but the ball and the arm was was loose there. They're going to win it though, Saints. There's the final siren. Roby will go down, and Haymore and Thompson.